said, why this place so dry? No love to find. You're the only one that ever acts kind. They all after me. What's happening? I wish that you could see what I see. Your boyfriend's a douche that thinks he's cool and doesn't deserve a girl like you.
Hey guys, it's me, Nagato Uzumaki Widifer. What's up, Uzumaki gang? I wanted to, first of all, let me just say thank you for 590 subscribers, and for my trash content. Yeah, but so, today I'm going to be doing a part 2 to what if Deku was the reincarnation of Neji. And so, I think last time I left off right before the 10 months of training. Yeah, so I left off before the 10 months of training. And so, alright. Yeah. Okay, so, last time, everyone except Izuku, like, Izuku's whole family, went to the library. And so, as they're going back, Izumi's just thinking about if that is true, that she has to, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. You know? But so she's just thinking how she's still going to be better than him, even if he is like Neji, like the reincarnation of Neji or something. But so when they get home, Izuku's still asleep, so they just eat dinner without him, and they just all go to sleep. Now, the next day marks the 10 months of training, and I don't know if I said Izumi was gonna get the one for all, but if I didn't say that, then she does get one for all, just because so yeah so yeah, so she gets one for all. She does the same training that Izuku does, but this time it's Izumi. So we're gonna cut to Izuku this time, and he's in the woods. And so basically, like at the 5-month training mark, over these 5 months, he's come to know that he's the reincarnation of Neji. Neji's told him about stuff, and he started teaching him techniques over the 5 months. So he's trying to learn 8 trigram air palm or something, right? And so he's training, and he's trying to chop down trees with it. And then when he chops down a tree, he sees it break, the tree falls from the stump, and then when it falls, he sees some kid with red eyes and black, his hair is down and it's black and it's kind of spiky, and he runs right under it, and he puts his arm over his head, and then it forms into a and then it kind of turns rock solid. And this is Kirishima. Because I guess it's kind of a spoiler. If you haven't watched season 4, you learn that Kirishima didn't always, his quirk wasn't always as good as it was, and that instead of his hair he dyed his hair red, and it used to be black. But so he sees it break, and then so Izuku walks up to him and says, "Who are you? You know that was dangerous, right?" And Kirishima looks up and says, and he scratches his head and he's like, "Oh, sorry, dude. I'm Kirishima, and I'm sorry that was so unmanly of me." Izuku just kind of smiles a little bit and says, "Don't worry about it. Just be careful next time." And Kirishima looks at him and says, "So, what's your quirk?" And Izuku says, "Well, I call my quirk Byakugan." And so, Kirishima's like, Byakugan? What does it do?" And so, Izuku says, "Watch this." And he says, and like, and then his, like, the veins around his eyes bulge. And then he, runs up to a tree and says, 8 trigram, 64 palm. And then, like, he 8 trigram, 64 palms the tree into pieces. And then Kirishima's like, "Cool. You want to train?" And Izuku says, "How exactly?" And Kirishima says, "Well, you could practice your, what did you call it again?" And Izuku says, "Gentle fist." "Yeah, you could practice that while, I practice hardening my quirk. So you could practice it on me." And so Izuku says, "Are you sure?" And Kirishima's like, "For sure." And so, uh, over the next 5 months, they train together. And, yeah. So they do train together. And, mm, mm. And so, they see that, over the next 5 months of training, they train together and they become friends. And so this time, instead of like Kirishima being in, well, he's still gonna be in like the Baku squad, except he's gonna be like, he's gonna be more closer to Deku than he is in canon. And so at the entrance exam, Izuku is smart. He's smart. He's like, I say he has like a IQ of 140, 145 or something like that. Like, he's smart, but he's not as smart as Nezu or like L or someone like that. But so he he just, so he gets like a 92%. He gets like a, he basically gets like second or first, like, no, he gets like second. First would be Momo, and then like third would be Ida. This time Izuku doesn't really do anything to annoy anybody. So Ida doesn't yell at him, except he does yell at President Mike. And when he's like, "Sir, on the screen it shows 4, but on the paper it says 3. If this is a grammatical error on UA's part, then you should be highly disappointed in yourself." And then Izuku stands up and says, "Young sir, I don't think you should say that. Plus, I'm pretty sure he would have explained that away anyway, but you had to interrupt him. So please sit down." And then he sits back down. Ida is kind of like mad, like, "Bro, shut up. I'm Tenya Ida. You don't know who I am. I could destroy you in like seconds." And so, yeah. And so, President Mike is like, "Well, that one kid is right. So, this one right here," and he kind of like points to the 0 pointer with like a, kind of like a point, like one of those pointers that teachers have. And so he says, "That's the 0 pointer. For destroying this, you get 0 points. It's just an obstacle, and each test grant has one of them. So it's basically just an obstacle to avoid." And then so, he finishes explaining like the practical exam. And so, Izuku, oh, okay, yeah, I don't know. I just thought of a better ship. I'm gonna ask you guys, should this ship still be Ochako, or should it be like Momo? But so yeah, the ship's not gonna be decided until then. So when like they're outside of the gates and then the gates open, Izuku like dashes off inside by like kind of like moving faster by pumping chakra into like his legs and his feet. And then so everybody's kind of standing there, and Prismatic's like, "What are you people waiting for? Follow him. There's no countdowns in your battles. Go, go, go!" And then so they all start rushing off. Izuku's like, he has like 80 like he has like 10 rescue points, 20 villain points, and then like 100 hero points, so he's like 130 points in total. And so yeah, so that happens. And hold up. So he passes, and then he kind of like chakra runs up the side of a building and just hits on the roof. He sighs and says, "Well, at least that's done for." Then he feels rumbling, and so he kind of looks around and activates Byakugan, and he sees like kind of on the other side of the test ground that he's in. He sees the 0-pointer, and so yeah, he kind of, so he just rushes over without thinking about it. And then so he kind of he like jumps up to the like kind of like around the like the center, like the chest of the robot, and says, "H trigram, double wind palm, double wind palm blast." And then he puts both of his hands in a circle and then shoots them forward, and then like a whole bunch of air like flows towards the robot, and then like there's a giant hole in the center of it. And so yeah, I think I might end it here with him destroying the 0-pointer. And yeah, bye.